What is going on? Welcome back to another one of our Charlie updates. Super excited to dive into some of the things that we were able to release in April. We've got 4 really high value features and enhancements that you're absolutely going to love. So without further ado, let's dive on in. So our first update is going to be coming to voice. Now, voice is something that we're continuing to invest in developing and making world-class, and we're actually going to make it very seamless between voice and the DM and make them really operate as one full system. With the voice, you can now add instructions to CTA. So inside of voice, you're just going to log into the dashboard. You're going to look for your voice setter if you have a voice agent, and then click on that voice agent. You're going to go to CTA in the top menu, and then you'll be able to see the instructions there. So the reason why this is important is if you want the voice agent to say something or acknowledge something before it actually offers them a slot, let's say you're legal or you have to give some type of like legal disclaimer or whatever it is, you can add that in the instruction. Or here, confirm the user has children ages 4 to 10. So this was like for a legal use case. Before offering them an opportunity to book a call, they just want the voice agent to confirm that the user is actually there. So once that happens, you can kind of see them testing it here, and you can see, hey, could you confirm your children's ages? Are they between 4 and 10 years old? So you can see that the voice agent was able to, before booking them a call, confirm and follow the instructions. So that's for the voice. Next up, we've got, I'm calling this kind of like streams of consciousness with the AI agent. So what the AI is able to do is split messages into multiple threads. So I'm going to share our new tab. So now Charlie's able to break up longer messages into multiple threads. So if you go into your DM setter, on the right hand side on the general, you'll see auto split messages. And then what will happen when you enable auto split messages, it'll just split longer messages into multiple threads, so that it's just like sends a chunk, one little chunk at a time. That's how people actually text. All right, so that's how that happens, and that's really it for that. Up next is one of my favorites actually, is the continue conversation after CTA. This is something that we've been wanting to do for a while, but we just have to have the infrastructure to be able to do so. So before, Charlie, when it reaches CTA, that was the end of the conversation. Once it reached the final objective, the call to action that you engineer that use case to meet, that's it. So now when you don't have the AI conversation booking a lead onto the calendar, when somebody reaches CTA, if you go into the settings of the DM setter, on the right hand side, you'll see settings, scroll down to booking, and then where it says continue conversations after CTA, you just need to toggle that on. And then what will happen is after the CTA, if somebody asks a question or if they want more information, Charlie's able to continue the conversation, answer their questions, but still drive them to complete the call to action. So that is a massive enhancement. And this actually unlocks so many powerful use cases that this sets the foundation for our support agents and a few other use cases that we want to be able to deploy. So the world is your oyster when it comes to this and how you can kind of think about deploying this particular feature. Now, last but not least, we are going to be diving into an enhancement to our playground. We are rolling out training data. We've rolled out training data to the playground. So as you know, we're probably the only platform that allows you to actually conversationally train your agent, right? After you've configured it, offering it training feedback and actually getting it to be better and better over time. So now, instead of having to wait till you give it a live lead, you can now train your agent inside of the playground. So when you go to the playground, you can start a conversation with one of your agents. And then as you're having conversations with it, you'll see this little block here in the interface. You click on that block, and that gives you the ability to give your agent feedback. You can give it positive feedback and give negative feedback, or if you just give it just like a neutral, it wasn't like good, it wasn't bad, it was just kind of like in between. And then you just conversationally tell it what it could have done better. And then once that's done, you submit it. You can decide if you want it to be global or not. And then if you want to see that feedback, you just go to your knowledge base for that agent. You click on training data, and then you'll see a history of all the training data that you have logged with your agent. That is it for all of the updates for April. We're building something that's going to continue to add value, and we just want to make it as good as possible. So we'd love your feedback. Let us know what you love. Let us know what you don't love and what we can do better. And as always, stay calm, change lives, and have business on your terms. Peace.